everybody, welcome back to Unbelievable English. Today, we're going to be talking about Wizardry to the power of 3. If you liked Harry Potter, if you like the idea of magic, if you like the idea of ghosts, you're going to like this game. We have wizarding students. Oh. The wizarding students, they went out when they weren't supposed to. And now, Willie the Warden, Willie the Ghost, is on the lookout for any students misbehaving. So, our job as players is to help all of the students get home, get back to the castle, get back into their beds before Willie catches them. This is a cooperative game, which of course means that we're going to be working together. Everybody wins or everybody loses. And it's a bit of a memory game. There are loomies, there are little characters to light our way home, and we have to remember which ones are there. And we absolutely have to remember not to pick up the ghost, because then Willie's going to move again. So there's a little bit of luck, there's a whole lot of memory, there's a lot of fun. Let's talk about the components. So in Wizardry to the power of 3, we have our wizards. These are our player tokens. There they are. We have Willie, the caretaker, whose job is to protect the students and make sure they are in bed when they're supposed to be. We have the castle. We have our loomies. Remember, the loomies are the symbols waiting to light our way. They're hiding under bushes and trees. And we have a little bit of help. We have some tokens that will let us re-roll when we get bad rolls. That's what these are. We get 3 of those in the game. Or we can use a free move if we're starting to fall behind. And of course, we have our dice, which will help us to find our way home. So, to play the game, it's very simple. At the start of the game, you mix up all the loomies, all of these trees, and you put them randomly on the board. Then every player gets to look at one of them. That's right. You don't get to see all of them. Every one of the players at the table gets to see one. So in a 4-player game like we have set up here, I would be able to look at one. Toby would look at another. Gugu would look at a third. And Unhisem would look at a fourth. And once everybody had seen their loomie, then we'd start the game. Now, it's really important that the first player token sits with whoever goes first. Because before the first player goes, well, Willie gets to move. So it's really important that we have the first player token sitting with the first player. And then to play the game, we just roll the dice. So we're going to roll our 3 dice. Now, I rolled a free step, which is really nice. I rolled the snake loomie, and I rolled a leaf. So I have to get really lucky. I have to find the snake and the leaf. Well, let's see. I did not look at the snake. So I would ask my partners, I would ask my teammates if they know where the snake or the leaf is. And if they say no, then I'm just going to have to try to get lucky. So maybe I'll turn over this first one. Oh, I turned over the castle. Now, as soon as you get a wrong answer in this game, your turn is over. So I have a free step. I get to take 1 step. So that's what I'm going to do. I take 1 step. You'll see that there are arrows on each one of the steps on the board, on each one of the spaces on the board. But those arrows are for Willie. They're not for us. We take 1 step at a time, no matter what. So I took 1 step, but now everybody knows, and we all have to remember that there's a castle right there. So let's go in the order that we introduced everybody in. So then Toby would go. Toby's the yellow player. And Toby rolls, ooh, he got a free roll too. He got the leaf and the lightning as well. So we're gonna try to find those. And, I don't know where they are. Oh, I've already gotten it wrong. The moon is over here. So now we know that the castle is there and the moon is here, and we have to remember that. So Toby only takes 1 step. So Toby's going to take 1 step. Then it's Gugu's turn. She's going to roll her dice. Uh-oh. This is bad. Gugu rolled the ghost. And so immediately, Willie the ghost takes one step. Or he takes the number of steps that are shown on the space he is standing on. Right now, Willie is at the beginning of the game, so he takes one step at a time. But later in the game, he might take 2 steps or even 3 steps. And if he catches one of the players, if he catches one of the wizarding kids trying to get home, well, that's no good. You can play this game in 2 ways. I try to play it with my students, that as long as a couple of the wizards get back to the school, then everybody wins. But the real way we play is, if somebody is lost, if we lose one of our wizards, well, then the game is over and we lose, which is really sad. So Willie took his step, and now we have to find the owl and the lightning. Now, I know that the castle is here, and I know that oh no, what was over here? The moon. The moon was over there. So maybe I'll look over here. Oh, I found the spider web. Wow, that's no good. So Gugu can't move at all. So you can see that at the beginning of this game, it's really hard to take steps until everybody's really paying attention and sees and remembers what is under all of these trees. So now Eunbelievable is going to go. An owl, a cat, and a spider web. Well, we know where the spider web is. The spider web is right there. So that takes care of that one. Now we need to find the cat and the owl. We have to get lucky. Let's try this one here. Oh, no, that's the lightning. Can't move. So, can't move anymore. But Eunbelievable did find the spider web, so she can take 1 step forward. Now it comes back to me. I'm the first player. I've got the first player marker, and before I go, Willie moves. So Willie's going to take another step closer to us. This game is already getting tense. It's already getting hard. Oh no! Well, it's my turn. I'm going to try. Let's see. The bat, the star, and the cat. That's what I've rolled. So let's see. I'm going to turn over and see if I can find... I turned over the mushroom. That's the end of my turn. And Willie's going to have a really easy time catching us in this game because we're having a hard time. So the next player would go, and let's pretend. So let's say that it's Toby's turn, and Toby rolls the dice. Oh, Toby got a free step, which is great. Toby will take that free step. And then we have to find the key and the spider, and we're all helping each other. Maybe, no, well, I found the snake. That's good. But I don't know where the key or the spider is. So that's the end of that turn. And now it's Gugu's turn. And okay, we found, so I know where the mushroom is because we saw it before, and I know where the moon is before. Oh no, that's not the moon. That's a porcupine. Oh well, we're all having a hard time here. But this time Gugu at least gets to take 1 step. And let's do one more turn. It's Eunbelieveable's turn. We'll roll the dice, and we found the castle, the key, and the magic set. So, all right, that's a really good roll. Let's say we do that. So there's the castle. We know where the castle is. And then he said we got a free, and let's see if we can find that key. Let's just randomly, I found the owl, but I didn't find the key. So Eunbelievable gets to take 2 steps this time. Uh-oh, I forgot which color Eunbelievable was. Probably yellow because yellow's in the lead. And we'll take 2 steps like that. Now, Willie goes again. And this time Willie only takes 1 step. So let's go one more because I want to show you something. It's my turn, which means that Willie's going to go. Willie's going to take 1 step, and you'll see now he's sitting on the spot that has 2. He's sitting on the spot that lets him take 2 steps starting now. So this game already got harder because we've seen a lot of these loomies now. We should have a pretty good idea of where things are. Now let's say I rolled, well, this, and I don't know where any of those things are. If I want, I can use one of my free rolls, take it out of the game, and I can roll again. Uh-oh, this time I rolled Willie. I don't want that. I'm gonna re-roll again. Now, everybody should talk and agree before you do this when you're playing with a group of people. But let's say that my group of friends agreed that it was okay for me to use 2 rerolls. Well, the snake, the mouse, and the key. I think the snake is here. Nope, that's the leaf. That's the end of my turn. And now, when it comes back around to me, Willie's going to take 2 steps because he's standing on the spot with 2 steps. Boop, boop. It's a really simple game. The only confusing part might be how many steps Willie can take and how many steps we can take. We take 1 step for every Lumi we find or for every free step that we use. And Willie takes as many steps as there are arrows on the space that he's in. And that's really it. We win if everybody crosses the finish line, or if you want to change the rules, we win if 1 person crosses the finish line. That might be too easy. So yeah, that's how we play this game. It's really cute. It's really fun. I hope you get to try it. I hope you get to enjoy it. And I'll see you here next time at Unbelievable English. Bye, guys.